Lisa Booth is a senior fellow at Independent Women's Voice. By the way, I should note that a second ago, this is a reflection of the generosity of the spirit of the show. We said that Ocasio-Cortez was admired by 33% of New Yorkers. Actual number 31%. So we gave her 2 points just because we're nice.
Also,
how'd you do on that test?
I failed your test.
You did? I did. You're a bad person, Lisa Booth.
I know. I hope my parents aren't watching. I'm a terrible person. I feel. Well, and Tucker, what's hilarious is the Siena College poll that you referenced. President Trump is actually more popular with New Yorkers right now than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is. So I found that little tidbit interesting as well. And it turns out, Tucker, Gallup also had a poll on March 15th, which found that her unfavorable ratings have increased by 15 points since the last poll they did in September 2018. And the reason being is that the more Americans find out about her, the less they like her. The more that they get to know her, the more that they form an opinion on her, the less likely they are to like her. Because back in September 2018, 50% of Americans didn't know who she was. They hadn't formed an opinion of her. Now that number's down to 29%. So it turns out people actually don't like her the more they hear from her or the more they get to know her.
Wait a second. You already told me that you failed our test. So why shouldn't I suspect that you're just being defensive and trying to pass the buck?
Well, I could say that you could go to the Gallup poll and look it for yourself, because that's what the Gallup poll found. But, you know, Tucker, look at it this way. I think a lot of Americans don't like the fact that she went out. She was at an event last month and told people, her critics, I'm the boss. This is a 29-year-old member of Congress. She's a freshman, mind you, telling people that if you don't agree with her, she's the boss. This is someone who holds, quite frankly, kind of dumb ideas when you look at her support for the Green New Deal and the document that she put out. I think most Americans don't want to give economic security to people who are unwilling to work. I think most Americans don't look at cow farts as some sort of imminent problem that's coming up here. And I think most Americans...
Correction. Most Americans are just racist if they don't like AOC. She has said that. She'd be an interesting person if she wasn't just so self-involved and dumb. It's a shame. Lisa Booth, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tucker,
for coming on tonight.